Hi everyone, this is Gayle and happy Friday. I'm sorry if it looks a little dingy in here today. It is a rainy day here. We have had terrible rain. Excuse me. I have allergy issues today also, so if I have to cough, I'm sorry. But I know what I'll do. I'll put in a mint. But we had 7.5 inches of rain after I went to bed last night. Got up this morning, and even our airport is closed this morning here in Richmond because the roads leading to the airport are flooded, and people had started, when their cars couldn't go any further, they just started leaving their cars in the road and walking up the side of the road with their suitcases, thinking they were going to miss their flights. But the airport is actually closed this morning. Hopefully they'll open it soon. But I know the whole East Coast is like this. We've had water rescues. Our river, we have the James River that flows through the middle of Richmond, and it has been kind of at flood stage for the last month. We just had so much rain, which in a way is good, only because usually by now we're starting a drought. And at least this way we have got plenty of water in the ground. But it's just been crazy. So if you're a praying person, please pray for the East Coast, the whole mid-Atlantic area, up in Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, even, up through there. Everything is flooding in Maryland. Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and those are the only ones I know of. It's probably just as bad up further north. But it's just been crazy, just crazy. My sinuses are bothering me because I finally decided yesterday morning, while it wasn't raining, I would go out and get some of the weeds out of my flower bed, thinking it would be easier while the ground was wetter. And it was easier. The only problem is I think I stirred up some mold, and I started like this last night, so I'm pretty sure it's a mold issue. And I've done a sinus rinse. I added a couple of drops of eucalyptus oil. I take Zyrtec. I use Flonase at night. There's nothing else I can do. Even the doctor said I'm doing everything I can do. So hopefully this won't take over me. Usually the problem is, especially since I had my nose surgery. Back several months ago in November, I had some nose surgery to remove some skin cancer. And ever since then, this side has not been as open as it used to be. And I ended up getting a really bad sinus infection, which caused all kinds of problems, which I won't go into now, but if you followed me, you know all the problems I had. And so I'm trying to keep this open this time so that I don't end up with anything that I have to take an antibiotic for. I don't want to take an antibiotic. So enough about me and my health. Other than that, I feel great. I really do. It's just right now I'm a little nasally and, have a little bit of drainage, but hopefully that'll go away before too long. But I do have a video up for Monday. I made a project using those gorgeous mica powders, the Born Pretty mica powders that I just discovered last week. Evidently, people have been using them for years on their polymer clay, and I'd never heard about them. So it's nice to find something new to play with. And as soon as I get my supplies from Jade Crafts, I will do another video a little bit more detailed using those mica powders because I'm loving them. I really am. Speaking of Jade Crafts, if you have not checked them out, please do. She is coming out with new things almost every day. She makes her own cutters. Everything she does, well, I say not everything, probably 95% of what she carries at her store, which is not a store, it's her garage or her workroom. I don't even know if it's in a garage, it's just her workroom. She makes herself, and they're awesome. So I just love them. But I'm on their design team. If you didn't watch last week, I announced that I am on their design team, and I'm so excited. And I have a box coming that will give me some of their supplies so I can start doing videos for them. So hopefully, you know, when July gets here, I'll be able to do some videos for them, because I really, it's very seldom that I see anything new that excites me. But some of these cutters, like right yesterday, she showed one. I don't know if it's on her website yet or not, but it's a bracelet cutter. I mean, yeah, she makes bracelet cutters, but it's in the shape of a feather. And can you imagine having a big fat feather wrapped around your wrist? I just think it's going to be gorgeous, especially if you like color it with peacock colors or something. Oh, I just can't wait. So, of course, that just came out, so I didn't get that ordered in my box, but you better believe it's going to be in next month's order. So, it just promises to be a fun time. I hope everybody enjoys what I'll be doing. But I do have a video on Monday. I'm in the process of doing the quilt block number 3. I'm not sure exactly which one I'm going to do yet. That's why I say in process. I've got 2 that I'm looking at, and I just have to decide which one I want to do first. And then the next one, I'll do the other one. But a lot of it depends on the clay that I've got. And I'm going to tell you right now, because quilts are usually done with printed fabrics, you know, small prints like a calico or something, but, you know, printed fabrics, I'm going to start using my scrap and either marbleizing it or rolling it into a jelly roll or something to add a little bit of color. Instead of just a blue triangle, maybe it'll be a blue triangle with little swirls in it or something. So I just want to let you know I am going to be using scrap in some of my quilt pieces, my canes. So I hope that isn't a problem for most of you. But I just accumulate a lot of scrap, and I don't ever throw it away. It's always good for something, even if I blend it all together to make mud and then use it as a base to put some fresh cane slices on top. You know, and I never throw away clay. Excuse me. That mint's doing all kinds of things to me. I think I have the hiccups now. But that, as soon as I can figure out which one I'm going to do, and I have all next week to get it done, because this coming Monday is another, the one I told you about using the mica powders. And let's see what else I did. I watched RG Studio 360's mixed media class Wednesday night, but I kept falling asleep. And I like to watch through the entire class, and then that way I can participate in the chat that's going on live. Because when I'm working, I can't chat, and I miss a lot of what people say. So I've gotten to where I watch his virtual classes, and then I go back the next day and work on them. And I didn't have time yesterday. I did part of it last night. I've got it to where I can start putting it together. I had to use gesso and paint and things in order to get it to where I can start putting things together. So that dried overnight. I wanted to make sure it was really dry. And I will get started on that maybe this afternoon. I don't know. I have some errands to run today. I hope it stops raining. Matter of fact, it may have stopped raining already, but everything still looks really, really wet. But I don't have anything else. I I'm just trying to think if there was anything else that I needed to tell you guys. Because it seems like I run out of things to say when I'm doing my Friday Frolics. I never used to. I didn't get any questions from anybody. I think I mentioned that I would like to turn one of my Friday Frolics into a question and answer time. And I may go back through all my comments and do that. I'll go through the comments on all my videos and come up with some of the questions and just answer them for you live, or not, maybe not live. I usually get myself in trouble when I do lives. But, when I do my video, I can answer the questions so that everyone gets to hear what has to be said. So if you have any questions that you want me to answer, comment on this video, and it'll be right up at the top of my list when I start going through my comments, because when you have a YouTube channel, you can look at all of your comments at one time instead of going through each video, which is good since I have almost 360 videos. And it's funny, people will come back on a video that I did 2 years ago and say, what was that glue you used on that? Well, goodness knows. I don't know. And sometimes I have to go back and watch the video again just so I can see what the glue was. But rather than give a specific, I could tell you what my favorite glues are for different circumstances. So maybe I'll do that. But leave a question. I'll try to answer as many as I can. So in the meantime, come back again next Friday for more Friday Frolics. And come back Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for another polymer clay video. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. Bye-bye.